What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NYPrepper. It is Tuesday, April 7th, 2026, and I have an emergency alert to share with you guys. Right now it is 16:11 Eastern Time here in the United States, and I wanted to update you guys on the situation with Iran. So we are just potentially hours away from a massive historic attack on Iran. So I want to just read to you what Trump posted this morning. He wrote, "A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will. However, now that we have complete and total regime change where different, smarter, and less radicalized minds prevail, maybe something revolutionarily wonderful can happen. Who knows? We will find out tonight, one of the most important moments in the long and complex history of the world. 47 years of extortion, corruption, and death will finally end. God bless the great people of Iran." Wow. So very strong words here from Trump, okay? But some very ominous words, saying one of the most important moments in the long and complex history of the world. So I don't know what's going to happen, guys, but it's possible that Trump could nuke Iran even. I mean, it's very possible. I know some of you guys may not like to hear that, but it's very possible. And here we have some video footage coming in this afternoon from the UK showing a B-52 bomber taking off from RAF Fairford. Now, what's interesting is the UK said they would not allow the US to use Fairford and Diego Garcia to conduct any strikes on Iranian civilian infrastructure, but here we have a B-52 clearly taking off from RAF Fairford, unless this is related to other strikes on Iran. And we also have a large number of aerial refuelers that just took off from Bucharest. 4 of them, they just disappeared from the flight tracker. There's only 2 showing right now, but 4 of them were just scrambled out of Bucharest, and looks like they're heading towards the conflict area here. And this is a very unusual place for U.S. aerial refuelers to be taking off from, so this is clearly related to preparations for the strikes tonight on Iran. And we currently have a U.S. Nuclear War Command and Control plane up in the air over Kansas. And we also have U.S. nuclear codes going back to back right now, just in the last couple of hours. Let me just play a sample for you.
Hotel. India. Standby. Mike. Tango. Victor. Hotel.
So clearly the U.S. is going to be doing something very, very soon, and I will be going live this evening, probably around 7 o'clock Eastern Time, 1900 Eastern Time, to begin live coverage of this potentially historic night. And here we have the Vice President of the United States reiterating what Trump said. Take a listen. He said this today.
We feel confident that we can get a response, whether it's positive or negative. We're going to get a response from the Iranians by 8 o'clock tonight. I hope they make the right response, because what we really want is we want a world where oil and gas is flowing freely, where people can afford to heat their homes and cool their homes, where people can afford to transport themselves to work. That's not going to happen if the Iranians are engaged in acts of economic terrorism. So they've got to know we've got tools in our toolkit that we so far haven't decided to use. The President of the United States can decide to use them, and he will decide to use them if the Iranians don't change their course of conduct.
Wow. Okay. So strong, blunt words there from J.D. Vance, the Vice President of the United States. And we are hearing reports coming out of Iran that Iran has halted any diplomatic efforts with the U.S. Iranian media reported that all ongoing diplomatic efforts between the U.S. and Iran have been halted. And 3 senior Iranian officials told the New York Times that Iran halted all negotiations with the U.S. and informed Pakistan it will no longer engage in ceasefire talks. Okay. Also, the Wall Street Journal is reporting that Iran told Pakistan it believed it was winning before cutting off U.S. diplomacy, claiming it has 15,000 missiles and 45,000 drones. Wow. And here we have a clip of Bret Baier from Fox News talking about how he had a phone call with Trump, apparently, and Trump said that the strikes will take place tonight. This is very serious. Take a listen.
But I just got off the phone with the president, and he called, and I said, listen, if you were to put odds on it, what were the odds that this is going to end up being a negotiated deal? He said he wasn't going to put odds on it, but he said 8 p.m. is happening. That's what he said. He said, it is, if we get to that point, there is going to be an attack like they have not seen. Now, he's sticking to that at this point. Now, he said if negotiations move forward today and there is something concrete, that could change. But at this hour, he didn't want to put odds on it, but he said it is moving forward with the plans that we have. That's a huge deal. And obviously, we all think that it's a thing that he's putting out there to say, don't do this. He says he doesn't want to do it, but he is, at this hour, sticking to it and saying it might be likely if they... That's...
So let me play for you again what he said here. Listen.
Said, it is, if we get to that point, there is going to be an attack like they have not seen. There is going to be an attack like they have not seen. There is going to be an attack like they have not seen.
Okay, so it's clear, guys. It's happening. It may happen tonight. I mean, who knows? Maybe Trump's going to do it tomorrow or the next day. Nothing may happen at this deadline. You know, maybe Trump is going to try to throw them off and tell them, yeah, we're going to strike tonight. But maybe he's going to attack in 3 days, you know, when their guard has been lowered. So we'll have to wait and see. But I'm going to be live around 7 p.m. Eastern time ahead of the deadline, okay? And the White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said the Iranian regime has until 8 p.m. Eastern time to meet the moment and make a deal with the United States. Only the president knows where things stand and what he will do. And the IRGC issued a warning saying from now on certain considerations regarding good neighborliness and self-restraint have ended. We will deal with the infrastructure of the U.S. and its partners in the Persian Gulf in such a way that they will be deprived of the region's oil and gas for years. Wow. Okay, so strong words there from the IRGC. And a senior Iranian source told Reuters that if the U.S. attacks Iran's power plants, the entire region and Saudi Arabia will fall into complete darkness. Wow. And the U.S. issued a shelter-in-place order for all Americans in Bahrain, and the U.S. is advising their Muslim citizens to reconsider traveling to Saudi Arabia for Hajj this year. And the Kuwaiti Interior Ministry issued a warning to Kuwaiti citizens advising them to stay indoors between midnight and 6 a.m. tonight. Wow. Very, very concerning. And we are hearing some rumors that Russia may use some Oreshnik ICBMs against Ukraine in the coming days. But that's the latest breaking news that I have. Wanted to give you this quick emergency update. Nuclear codes going back to back. Trump is proceeding with his 8 p.m. deadline. We have refuelers heading to the Middle East. Right now, we have a nuclear war command and control plane up in the air. So I will be live this evening. And until then, take care, God bless, and don't forget the 3 Ps. Prepare, practice, and persevere. And this update was sponsored by EMP Shield. Guys, EMP Shield has created a special discount just for you, the listeners of the NYPrepper channel. If you go to empshield.com and use the promo code NYPrepper, you can get 15% off your entire order. And why do you need an EMP Shield? Well, this is a special device to protect your vehicle, your RV, your solar generators, your radios from an electromagnetic pulse, which could be caused by a solar flare or potentially a rogue country like North Korea detonating an electromagnetic pulse weapon over the United States that's mounted onto a satellite. So protect your vehicles, protect your RV, protect your radios, protect your generators with an EMP Shield. Use my promo code NYPrepper to get 15% off. Installation is super simple. This is a veteran-owned business, 100% American-made, and the EMP Shields have been tested by the military, okay? And free shipping is included to the entire continental United States. And the link and the promo code are in the description below this video.